Hello, everyone. Welcome to our uh, webinar series. I'm Dmitry Starson. I'm the founder of Passio, and I've got with me the Passio's amazing team, Ishani, our lead AI specialist, and we've got others from the team joining us as well. But welcome to the event. Very exciting. Very excited to have you guys all here to listen in and tune in. We've been doing this series of events with Andrew Ng's Deeplearning.ai for quite a while, so some of you may be joining not the first time. So if so, welcome. Excited to have you guys here. And in today's event, what we will be talking about, we will cover our work and the opportunity that we are creating in the space of AI-powered nutrition and fitness applications. So this event will help you guys better understand how to very rapidly build an AI-powered nutrition app. The space of AI-powered fitness and nutrition applications right now is very, very rapidly evolving and becoming even better and easier with the power of tools like ChatGPT and other to develop applications that really impact people's lives and change people's lives with nutrition. And what we are excited to be doing as the company at Passio, we've pioneered a lot of tools and a lot of technologies that make building truly AI-powered fitness apps that essentially bring an AI nutritionist into the world, into your application. We're making this process much easier, much faster, and bringing tools that historically would have been extremely difficult and complex and expensive to build. We are giving those tools to you, developer community and companies that we are privileged to power. We're giving you guys those tools as code and designs so that you can go up and running and launch your AI-powered fitness and nutrition applications, not within months or years, but within days or weeks. So let me start by very quickly sharing a video showing how this technology, what you can build with our SDK within just a few weeks.
Passio's Nutritional AI is the future of intelligent nutrition. Our SDK is a self-contained, fully functional AI module that adds effortless, accurate nutrition tracking to our customers' enterprise applications and products. And we're privileged to power the world's leading fitness and healthcare solutions, including MyFitnessPal and Anthem's pioneering Sydney mobile app. Track your meals, ingredients, and complex recipes with real-time, on-device visual recognition, and detect packaged foods from thousands of brands via logo recognition, UPC codes, and nutrition labels, with even more brands being added every day. Simply point your phone's camera over the foods you want to log, and Passio's nutrition tracker will recognize it. Our SDK also recognizes a variety of food states, like when adding milk to black coffee. Our powerful multi-food recognition tool also allows you to detect multiple ingredients on the fly, so you can build your own recipes. Say goodbye to food scales forever and estimate food amounts simply by tapping the virtual scale tool to start measuring with your phone's camera. Track your weight, water intake, and select from a variety of pre-approved meal plans that have been designed to educate, support, and provide detailed insights into specific food choices. With weekly and monthly generated nutrition reports, you'll be able to see what's working best as you progress forward toward good health. Take your app to the next level with the power of artificial intelligence. Because like you, we believe we can build a healthy world when millions of people can live their best lives with proper nutrition.
Yeah, so this is a quick summary of what you can build as an AI powered tool. So, what does AI enable today? You can do on device or off device highly accurate food recognition instead of people logging their meals just manually by searching for foods. What you are able to do is take a photo, or in our case, point the phone into on your point your phone at your plate, and our computer vision system recognizes the foods like this avocado toast here, or the foods that you saw in video. We added also ability for you just to say what you had for lunch or dinner or the entire day, and get the AI assistant log this meal for you. And we will go through all of these features essentially during this presentation to give you a better feeling for what's possible. So let's move on. And one of the things I wanted to cover very quickly. This part of the presentation will be pretty quick. Why and what benefits are we bringing into the world? So first and foremost, who is this technology for? As a company, we've got a lot of customers across several verticals, including AI in healthcare and the use of AI nutritionists in healthcare. So imagine if you've got patients or clients in the fitness healthcare space where you need to know what your clients and patients are eating so that you can provide them with the feedback and help them improve their nutrition for management of diabetes or for weight loss or for fitness. So with by adding AI nutritionist into your app, or by building an AI nutritionist app using our SDK, what you can do very quickly is improve engagement, make your users more engaged, collect nutrition data reports, as we will show you further in the video, and give yourself as a doctor, as a provider, as an operator of a clinic, for example, or a coach, you would get the visibility, you can gain detailed visibility into your patient nutrition. So this in with combined with the advice that you can provide, it gives you an opportunity to improve the quality and reduce the cost of care. Another interesting application, if you are a company that, or you are working with a company that runs clinical trials or research, it's extremely helpful for those types of companies to have access to the nutrition. Imagine you are running a clinical trial for a drug, and a part of the cohort of the population is eating something that actually conflicts with this drug. So this is another unique opportunity. By tracking what patients and members are eating during a clinical trial, you can improve the outcomes and create knowledge that, for example, this specific treatment or drug works better with a specific diet. Maybe if patients are not eating meat, or if patients are not eating dairy or gluten alongside with the medication, it produces better results. So and it's pretty obvious. We've done actually an interesting survey here asking over 150 healthcare professionals whether they believe that they can improve healthcare outcomes and make things better for their patients by knowing what patients are eating. And yeah, the answer has been from the vast majority of them, yes, it would improve the healthcare outcomes. It would make our patients' lives better. But very few actually have access to this nutrition. And so this is why this is such a great market opportunity. As we all know, healthcare market in the United States is $4 trillion market. And the vast majority of healthcare professionals are telling us as developers that they want the patient's nutrition data, but they don't have it. So this creates a big opportunity for developers, for companies, for practitioners to actually, well, let's use the technology that AI enables these days and build those applications for doctors to and patients at the same time to improve the quality of care. So this is one of the core target audiences, and obviously another one is fitness, right? If you want to improve the performance of an athlete like a bodybuilder a casual person training to lose weight, for example, or gain weight, it's very important to know what patients are eating, what athletes are eating in this case, and provide them with tools to measure, for example, how much protein is inside on their plate, and are they getting enough protein, for example, inside of their diets. And so this, with those tools, with those markets in mind, if you're planning to build an app for one of those markets, or if you are already a company with an application in those markets, what we bring to the table and what we make extremely easy to do right now is to add a couple of very, very key AI powered features that transform user experience. First, it's a AI powered nutrition tracker, which tracks food with computer vision and voice and AI powered search, and a full nutrition AI advisor. So Shani will talk a little bit about AI advisor and about volume estimation, that feature that we support. And before we dive in, I will very quickly go through the features of the nutrition tracker. But the important part, and this will be the last part of the presentation, we give this to you guys, the developer community and our customers, as code, as Figma designs, so that you can go and get up and running your nutrition AI powered app within very short periods of time. So we'll show you how to get started using our technology and get up and running very, very quickly. So if we move forward, you can see that the technologies, the AI powered nutrition right now, there's a wide range of features, from voice logging to food scanning, to AI chatbot, to a large set of features for social media, and a lot more. And all of those features we packaged into an SDK that you can deploy on React Native, iOS, Android, or Flutter applications. So let's start. Let's dive into the examples. This is one of the example flows, user flows, that our SDK supports. So you are starting to chat with your AI advisor, and then you take a picture of the food, and that food, AI advisor adds this food into your log pretty much right away. Another interesting use case would be when you take a picture through your AI advisor. So imagine you are working basically with AI coach. You start chatting with the AI coach, and it's time for you to log your meal. You take a picture, and the picture is a little bit ambiguous. So the coach in this case offers you to sub-select. You will see here. Let's just look. It took a picture. It analyzed it. It thinks the advisor is thinking that this is chicken burrito, but it gives you alternatives: steak burrito, pork burrito, or veggie burrito. And then the moment you selected that this is, let's say, pork burrito, okay, it's clarified. So this is historically it was very difficult to do. Now you do it automatically. You work with AI coach to create the perfect log. And this is another example, right? It knows that this is coffee, but it also suggests you additional ingredients, because there could be hidden ingredients inside of this coffee. Or I will show you a little bit later, in the case of coffee with milk here, it knows that this is coffee, but if you added milk, it knows that this is coffee with milk, and it will offer you to select what kind of milk is this. Is it soy milk, or is it almond milk, etc.? So those are the types of things that when you are building an AI powered nutrition app, if you forget to do those things, or if you ignore those things, the user experience will not be optimal. And this is one of the core benefits of using dedicated AI platforms like Passio. You don't need to be thinking or worrying about will it work, will it not. We've already answered many of those questions. We already saw through typical standard user flow. So here is another example of a user flow. Let's say you are cooking at home and you are creating a recipe, right? What you can do with our technology, scan all of the ingredients. They're populated into your tray. You can either log them separately if it's a meal on a plate, or you can package them and create a recipe that you can remember. So this is another very common user flow. Another interesting flow, obviously, for food logging and for food recommendation at grocery stores and other places is scanning the barcode, which is very typical. And we created a very large database that supports over 2 million foods from the barcode scanning. But what if the barcode is not recognized, right? What we're offering is this nutrition facts scanner, where you can point your phone at the nutrition facts, and we analyze the nutrition facts label for you, and read what's on the package, so that you can create your own food from that nutrition facts label, or analyze the ingredients on the package to basically make the determination of whether you want to buy this food or not. So this is all computer vision that supports various modes and various modalities of the user of the input. Another interesting modality for the input is logging meals that are coming from the uh, meal plans that are pre-configured or generated by the AI advisor on the fly. So maybe you don't want to be scanning foods like you are scanning them here, but if you enroll, if your members, if your patients enroll in a program where they do want to track nutrition from the meal plan that you as a coach or you as a doctor recommend, you can basically pre-populate this log for them. And then all they need to do is to say, oh, okay, I ate this, this, and that. No, I did not eat this. You basically swipe it out. And then if they eat something different, then what you can do is you can, uh, your members can add more foods by scanning them or by talking them out loud. So, obviously, you can package this all into the report that the code-wise we support. I'm seeing Dave asking a question. Dave, we'll take your question in just 1 second. Thank you, by the way, everybody, for participating and asking questions. We'll start covering your question in a second. So Ishani, maybe you can cover a little bit the voice logging and the volume estimation. I think those are and then the AI advisor. Those are the next slides, and I'll take a look at Dave's question while you present the voice logging experience.
Sure. Thank you, Dimitri. So we also integrated the voice logging features to our SDK. And why is this important? Because sometimes you're having a lunch and dinner, and you just want to log through your, very quickly say, hey, I have it for dinner, the chicken sandwich, or Caesar salad. So it will log your food. It pull out the ingredients, which you can see here, and then you can log those ingredients, because those ingredients are available in our database. So you can log that food, and that would be very quickly and available to your log menu that the day-to-day use. So here is those example we are showing how you can do voice logging. Am I right? So Dimitri, can you move to the
Yep.
next slide?
Let's move forward. And this is the volume. So this is the feature that Ishani actually developed.
Yeah, thank you, Dimitri. So this is a volume estimation that, so generally you see the food, and even human can't say this is 100 grams or 200 grams looking at the banana or orange or the pineapple or anything like that. You guess, am I right? But our algorithm that we developed in-house, it actually beat that accuracy of human label, and it give you the we are using underneath of this technology is the point cloud and dual wide camera to accurately measure this food, and these foods are also give you almost like a 15 minus plus or minus 15 grams accuracy, and this is yeah, volume estimation is available in our SDK.
Okay. Okay, so there was a little bit of a complaint, a request from Richard about the volume.
Okay.
Not sure. Okay, so looks like the volume finally got fixed. Yeah, thanks Richard for pointing this out. Yeah, hopefully some of the slides that we shared were self-explanatory, where we show the examples of logging, right, and computer vision. And that was a question from Dave. What nutrition data is coming from? We've got a handful. We've got multiple databases that we combine. So first and foremost, we've got USDA and Canadian databases that are standards, and we curated those. Then we've got Passio created database. We've been working and building these tools for about 7 years now. So we've for many years we had a data team of tens of people around the world collecting data, adding foods into the database for us. And then we are also passing through the openfood.org database, which is a large crowdsourced database. Which is available through the SDK. With obviously you would need to properly attribute them, and we explained this in our terms of service how to do this. But basically, combining those two sources, you get to well over 2 million foods. And another great question from Dave is branded foods. Yes, most definitely. We do have recognition of packaged foods and branded foods. So here it knows that this is kind bar, or if you point the phone at, let's say, a cup at a Starbucks, it will actually know. It will actually know that the um, cup that you're pointing your phone at is from Starbucks, and offer you Starbucks types of foods, the same as common restaurants like McDonald's and other. Okay, need my volume turning it up. Uh, let's adjust a bit more. All right, so Jeremy will try to put it up a little bit even more. Hopefully it will get better, and I'm trying to speak as loud as I can. Um, so going back to the question from Dave. Uh, for the Starbucks foods, for example, you can yes, you can take a picture of the cup of coffee, but it will also recognize the logo on the Starbucks cup of coffee. So let's move to the advisor section, and Shani, please speak a little bit louder so that
Yeah.
we try to compensate for whatever technical difficulties, while Jeremy on the backside is trying to fix those.
Okay. Nutrition AI Advisor. So this is also available in our SDK, and here we are using the large language model to have a particular knowledge base that we are providing it, the particular diets, nutritions, and our database, which is Dimitri have talk about it. We have a large database, and that's what we are connected with this Nutrition AI Advisor. So let me walk through the very small demo and show you what you can do with this. And Dimitri, can you go to the next slide, please? Yeah, can you play that so I can talk about it?
Let's do it.
So here you can see our Nutrition AI Advisor. And let me ask the questions that give me the, some recipe for the low carb lunch. Now, this advisor will give you this low carb lunch recipe, and this is a chicken lettuce wrap recipe. The good thing here is you can extract the ingredients here. And by extracting the ingredients, actually it's going to connect to our database and tell you the each nutrition value of those the ingredients. And that way you can aware of it. You can log from this here that if you are making this recipe, so you know how much nutrition value is going by portions. So this is the one of the advantage of here. Second thing is, like, if you're following particular diet like type 2 diabetes or Mediterranean diet, you can ask your questions like what food I should eat for my Mediterranean diet. Okay, so here it will give you a list of foods and ingredient the vegetables, the herbs, spices, what you can eat that it can goes to your Mediterranean diet. As Dimitri mentions, that if you have taken the image, like, take a picture earlier that, okay, this is the food I eat for my lunch or dinner, and you want to ask like what I actually eat, and actually I want to log that food later. And this is I eat the arugula salad. So it will tell you this is arugula, how much it looks like it by looking at the image, burrata, and also tomatoes. And you can log from here. And if you have like another things like, I'm giving you another example, like for example, you have a following some detox plan and you want to have a 3 days detox plan, and you want to see those ingredients day to day, like what you're going to eat for lunch, breakfast, dinner, and all these ingredients you can see here, log from here by using the extract the ingredients. Same for the log, extract the meal and log that food to your SDK. So this is how easy it is, and this it's already integrated to our SDK.
Nice. Yeah, so basically what we've done is we pre-configured the AI module that sits on top of large language models and is able to, in a very fast way, connect, for example, the information from the LLM to the database, or work with you as your AI nutritionist coach. So there are several layers basically that augment a standard LLM. First, it's integration with the database, and second, it's pre-configured flows and pre-configured prompts that already know what and how to communicate with your members as a nutritionist would. So one thing to point out, we are making it very easy for people to test it. So everything that we showed you here is available in a test flight app that you can easily download and test it. It's a you can get it on our website, or just let us know and we will send it to you. It's also the documentation is extremely detailed and available from the website, and we have a AI advisor demo that you can access from our website and play with it yourself. So Richard asks here, it appears that you need to right-click the AI to get the ingredients. So yes, in the demo you do, but when you are actually building an app, you don't, because you configure this via an API route. And so in the API route, you actually ask for it preemptively, and it returns you the ingredients. So an example of this is actually a great question. I like this question. So here, when you are extracting ingredients for the food, right, from a photo, it first runs the recognition, but it automatically sends this API call to extract the ingredient from text that's been recognized. So on the demo in the web application, we are making it explicit because it kind of shows you all of the capabilities. But if you on the API level, you actually can configure it in such a way that this step is eliminated. Um, uh, since most people, yeah. So Richard, hopefully this answers the second part of your question as well. This is exactly how it's configured on the API on the API side. But actually, great question. Love this question. So let's very quickly go through the process. We in addition to making the SDK itself extremely powerful, we now made it very easy for you guys, for the developer community and companies to integrate and launch. Specifically, with just a simple sign up, you get access to the portal, to the where you essentially get access to the tools. And the integration, we make the integration process easy through both documentation, and for higher paid tiers, we do support integration. Our developer team supports the integration via real-time calls and chat in the Slack channel, in the dedicated Slack channel. And then we also support your deployment and work with you to help you launch it and properly promote it to your users. let's very quickly go through. It's about a 3-minute video showing how to.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to get the SDK working in a brand new app in under 5 minutes. So we are kicking off at the Passio distribution repo for iOS. Okay, so I'm going to make in Xcode a new project. Let me show you this. Okay, so I'm going to set up with an app. Click next. Okay, live SDK test is what I'm going to call it, and I'm just going to accept the defaults here. And we're going to create this, and then at this point what we need to do now, the reason that I copied and pasted this URL over here is that we need to add the Swift package. Okay, because I've recently used this, it's there, but if you just paste the URL, it will be available in Swift packages, and I can add this package. Okay, I'm going to add that package. Right, next thing, because we're going to be using the camera permissions, what we need to do, what I like to do here is go to raw keys and values. Right, we need to add a description to show the user what we're going to do with the camera when we ask for their permission to use it. So I'm going to add one, and it's going to be NS camera usage description. And I'm going to go here and I'm going to say Passio real time food detection. Okay, so that'll be like the little string that comes up when we ask the user for their permission. Right, so in this view controller, what I'm going to do now is paste in some code that you'll be able to get from our README. Right, I'm going to do Control C, Control V here. Right, so what we're going to have to do is add a key, and I'm going to do that off screen to protect our key. But essentially what goes on here is we're configuring the SDK, and we're going to like check, do we need to download things, right? So that's one thing that will happen first. So your first time configuring, it will pull in models and associated metadata, and then the next time it won't do that because it's already on the device. Once it's got the files that it needs, then it will be able to check whether we've got camera authorization down here. If we've got the camera authorization, then we can start ring detection. And this is not a very fancy demo. All that we're going to show at the end is like the Passio ID, which you can then use within our SDK to look up and get nutritional information, etc., about your about the food that has been detected, and you can show to your users then. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to go over here for security reasons, and I'm going to quickly copy and paste in my key. Okay, I'm going to scroll past the key and then bring it all back over. Okay, so it's the same, it is the same code. Right. And then what I'm going to do now is open my phone, and we're going to run this app. Okay, so it's running. As you can see, we should be able to see the debug area here. It's running. Should get some information through any second now. Here we go. Right, so it's downloading the files that it needs. It's completed that download. Should now get asked for authorization here. So that's the string that I typed in before. We're going to allow that string. Right, and unfortunately I've just got the bottom of a coffee cup here. So that's not working so well. Next thing that I'm going to do, instead, I'm going to Google pizza, because that's the best food. And I'm going to get an image of a pizza. Let's pick that pizza, and I'm going to point my phone at it, so that you can see, and we should get over here. We're getting some beverages anyway, and now we're getting pizza Passio IDs. Okay, and that's how quickly you can get up and running with our SDK.
So this is
Hope that's helpful for you guys. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how.
So this was one of the very, very quick examples of how insanely quickly you can get up and running and get the SDK, the MVP working on your app inside of your application. Either inside of the application that you are building and already have, or you can bootstrap and build a full brand new application. We also recently changed our go-to-market kind of effort. Instead of just focusing on large companies, which we historically supported, we now are actively offering developer community accounts. Where with just a few with just $25 package, for example, you can get started. And then we are also supporting mid-tier large companies and enterprise companies with this technology. There was a great question from Richard about whether we've got integration support or we recommend companies that do integration. We do both. We can recommend developers. We've got many developer firms that built using our SDK. And we also offer integration support as the company. Yeah, so you can work directly with our company to do the integration. So this kind of summarizes the SDK and AI-enabled capabilities that we are excited to bring into the world. As you guys can see in the chat, very straightforward to connect with us. You can scan the UPC code here and the QR code here, sorry, and it will open up the contact us page for you, so you can get connected with me or Ipsita on our team, and we'll schedule a walkthrough for you. We can support, so there was a question from Richard, can we support web applications? Yes, we can. The APIs that we've got do support development of web application, and actually some of our customers recently started to build not just mobile but web apps. And we are also working on clients, npm client and Python client. Obviously JavaScript is already supported, but we are expanding the number of clients that we're pre-configuring for the developer community to make it easier. So maybe let me, if you guys have any additional questions, please let us know in the comments. We'll take them. Otherwise, thank you everyone for joining us today. Hopefully you can contact us, schedule meetings. Richard, from the comments, thank you for scheduling the meeting. We'll get together and answer your questions directly. And hopefully we can support your AI-powered builds and development of AI-powered applications. So yeah, if no further questions, let's see. Oh yeah, perfect, Dave. Thank you so much for commenting. Yeah, we can schedule something, a follow up, and a deep dive either later today or tomorrow. So just contact us at admin@passiolive.com or via the form behind this QR code, and we'll be excited to support you and build together. Thanks everyone again for joining and for tuning in. Connect with us and let's build.